Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. This is Let's Play Goosebumps the game. This is... it's not a relatively... it's relatively new, but it's not new anymore, really. But it is the most recent Goosebumps game to release. Obviously, it's almost 2018 now. It's actually Christmas Eve as I'm playing this. Fun times. I just finished some Christmas festivities, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta go to bed. Time to wait for Santa." And I was like, "Okay, time to go play Goosebumps." But I got a request on my channel to play this, and I had already previously planned on playing it. So I finally bust down, and I was like, "Okay, let's look at it on Steam." And it was $2.50, I think. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll pick it up." And then I got it installed while we were watching the Polar Express, as per tradition. And so, yeah, here we go. I have played this game before. I own it on the PS4. We're going to go ahead and type in Daniel. No such luck? Okay. Just Daniel, then. And female. Or, male. Female. This guy creeps me out. We better get a big tip. If you're that concerned, maybe try not to drop his stuff. Hey, for all we know, the lock got busted before I dropped it. I've heard that before. Whatever, just finish packing up this junk. I'll head back for the rest. Who hires a moving company to move out in the middle of the night anyway? Just be glad someone did. We needed the job. So what about that girl? Should I call her or not? The toll booth operator? You ain't got a chance. Yeah, it's probably for the best anyway. What with our on-the-road lifestyle, I think is what it said. Say, you ever get creeped out driving late at night like this? What do you mean? Oh, you know, it's late. Everyone's asleep. It's gotta be things that slink out from the shadows. It's better not be about the haunted car again. It's real. Really, maybe, but not haunted. Well, it seemed haunted at the time. You can't scare me with that story. Already heard it a million times. Well, good. That's not even my hairiest adventure. You see this one? The evil genie? Heard that one, okay. Well, zombies? I guess I told you a lot of these. We don't gotta talk the whole time, you know. Listen to some... Oh, boy. What was that? The text is going by way too quick. So, you gonna open it? Oh, I ain't opening it. You're the one with all the scary adventures. But there's so much weird stuff in there. You saw it. Just open the door already. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, I can't see anything. Satisfied? Looks like you got a new tale of horror. Night of the tipped over box. Not funny. Oh, there's someone there. What is it? Some kid? Nope, nope, nope. It's never a good time if Slappy's in the picture. Oh, ha ha ha. What? It's just a ventriloquist dummy. Who you calling dummy, dummy? Yep. Yep. It's Slappy. The next day. Finally, school's out for the day, and you're ready for a pleasant walk home. Those clouds look pretty bad, though. Was it supposed to rain today? You go to check the weather, but your cell phone appears to be missing. You must have left it somewhere, but where? You can examine your environment by moving the cursor to an object or area and pressing the left mouse button, then choosing Look on the drop-down. Actually, one of the unique things that I really liked about this game, it plays a lot like Shadowgate, which, if you know me, great fan of the Shadowgate series. So, I like playing like these sort of like hidden object puzzle games, is pretty much what this is. It's a point-and-click adventure. Move your cursor using the mouse and select an area of interest with the left mouse button. Not all objects can be examined, but most can. Look at everything. You never know when it might yield useful information. Alright, well, first of all, we're going to go inside the school. Drop down is your verb menu. Okay, I can skip most of this. We'll go ahead and click Open, or Look. The door to the school building. Kids were sprinting out of it moments ago. They're probably halfway home by now. Open. Push the door open. Will you ever escape this place? Yes. We'll be fine. With a heavy sigh, you trudge back inside. The long, empty hallway stretches into the distance. You stop near your locker, trusty 402. 402. Look inside. Your locker. With any luck, your cell phone is in there. Let's give it an open. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Just need the key from your book bag. Alright, we got the key. Use it on the lock. Turn the key and the lock pops open easily. You slide it off and open your locker. And we got our cell phone. We'll take it. You grab your cell phone and cradle it protectively against your chest. You were afraid you'd lost it. After a moment, you calm down and check the phone. Yep, it's still fully charged somehow. Looks like you've got a voicemail. You click play. Hi Daniel, it's Mom. Just wanted to let you know I'll be home later tonight. The clients want to take us to dinner. Chad should be home pretty soon, so you two still need to fend for yourselves. Remember, the key's under the back steps. Love you. Look around. Catching all creeps. The achievement. You put these stickers up at the start of the year and they're already sick of them. Your brother was right. The only thing more permanent than tattoos are stickers. Stick carefully. Just more stickers. Books, look. These are all the books you didn't need for homework. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Then let's get out of here. You ponder the school's choice in flooring. How many people walk through here each day? How many feet press against this tile? How many steps are counted each day? Each passing period? Each lunch? The classroom is seriously the last place you feel like going right now. Having a locker so close to math is more of a curse than a blessing. You end up seeing a lot of Miss Tooley. Knock. 3 loud knocks echo through the hall. What in the world do you want? Sounds like Miss Tooley. Can't a woman read in peace? You quietly slink away from the door, hoping she didn't see you. Alright, fair enough. You'll check it out tomorrow. It's home time. Fair enough. You gladly leave the school building for the second time today. So you should be able to come and go as needed. With your phone in hand, you can now head home. Your phone has a map function to chart your journey. You can also call your mother, brother, or information to receive various hints. You walk through the gate to the parking lot. The school parking lot is nearly empty, as most of the school's gone home. You can faintly hear the football team practicing in the distance, though. Alright, we got a dumpster. We can look at it. You peer over and look, trying not to get so close that you can smell it. You fail, and the reek of spoiled milk assaults you. Open it. Gross. Push. The smell didn't deter you. The cockroaches skittering across the dumpster certainly do. Alright, let's try going right. You head down the path toward the janitor's shed. It's more overgrown than you'd expect. By the time you reach the shed, the wind's picked up quite a bit. Your cheeks stink from the cold. Alright, we'll pick up the weed killer. It's a bottle of weed killer with a handy 2-setting nozzle. You carefully tuck the weed killer into your bag, checking that it's set to off. An item was added to your inventory. You can select it with the yada yada yada. And it's locked. It's covered in rust. Hit. You slam your fist against the lock, resulting only in a bloody knuckle. Ow. Nothing else here, it looks. Out we go. So basically how the phone works, the more that you move around, you can, the battery will slowly drain, essentially. You hike up the well-worn path into the woods. Ah, the familiar sights and sounds of the woods. The path leads over a bridge, turns into some trees. Look at the flyer. Oh no, looks like somebody lost their dog. Poor kid. Gigi. Lost dog. Can you climb the tree? You don't have time for that right now. Well, you could totally climb it, to be clear. Cross the bridge and head deeper into the woods. You reach a small clearing surrounded by trees on all sides. There's a weird guy creeping around. You've never seen him before. So basically, he hinders you from going anywhere beyond this point, or he'll kill you. Let's see. Can I save? Yes. We'll go ahead, and I'll show that off. More trees. Like Chad always says, a tree is a tree is a tree, except the real cool tree down the path from here. Okay, and we'll try to sneak by. You take a few steps around the weird guy, but he spins on you with inhuman speed. Your vision blurs. The plant creature's vine tighten around your neck. You struggle, but it's too late. You're already withering. Game over. But really what you're supposed to do, you use this on the man. On a hunch, you raise the weed killer and pump the trigger 3 times, spraying the strange figure. He recoils violently as it hits his face. Smoke rises from the wounds, and you smell something like freshly cut grass. He retreats to the foot of the hill before falling down and cowering. Alright, stay out of the forest, the achievement. So basically how this works is actually functioning as a prequel, I believe, to the movie that released with Jack Black in it. I could be wrong, but I've never actually seen the movie. You reach the big tree and take a nice deep breath. Ah, the air in the spot smells cleaner somehow. Can't do anything here now. Just showing it off. Plus, it's filling up our map. The weird guy is still cowering in the corner, so you do your best to ignore him. This is the end of the woods. You can get to your neighborhood just up that hill. Looks like there's some kind of commotion near the tunnel. Look. A bunch of kids from school are gathered around. They seem really excited about something. Speak. You ask what's going on, but Tyler Alseth just glares at you. Mind your own business, Daniel. Oh, okay. I'm out of here then. With large steps, you hike up the slope to your neighborhood. Almost home. You think, as you step into your neighborhood, your spirits fall immediately when you notice an accident down the street. The road is completely blocked. You'll need to find a different way around. Well, we can look over to the wrecked moving van. You peer inside the van and see a ton of boxes, along with odds and ends. The crash didn't seem to damage anything. A sense of dread creeps up to the back of your neck. Alright, we can look around. You didn't really see these much anymore. It's a globe, a map of the Earth. Spin. You wind up, then spin the globe with a mighty slap. It spins and spins before coming to a stop. At Transylvania. Spooky. Look at the books. Some nondescript books are stacked up. Encyclopedias, a thesaurus, style guide, boring stuff. Shrunken head. It's one of those shrunken heads with weird olive skin, wispy hair, and high cheekbones. Its eyes and mouth are sewn shut. Take that. Shrunken head, it's cold and slimy, and drop it into your bag. What else can we grab? A canister? A canister of something. You ought to keep your distance. That glow doesn't bode well. Anything else? We can pick up the top hat. With a flourish, you make the top hat disappear into your bag. Open. With a handle, but it won't budge. You do manage to kick up a thick cloud of dust, though. Nothing really of interest. It looks like a fancy portrait, though it's too dark to see much detail. It looks like a vampire. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else for us here. You feel like you shouldn't be here and decide to creep away. It's a sleepy neighborhood street. You're surprised people don't seem more concerned about the accident. It's the far end of the woods, just below your neighborhood. The creek flows into a huge drain pipe tunnel. Now with this bunny, if you go ahead and save, you can talk to him normal. With a flash of white, the rabbit disappears into the brush. Well, I already screwed that up. We'll quit. And we'll load that back up. See, the issue is my mouse is actually really screwed up. When I go to click, it double clicks a lot, so it's hard to actually do anything. We can look at him. It's a small white rabbit. His fur is unkempt and he seems wary of you. Talk. You kneel down and look into the rabbit's eyes. Hey there, little fella. Humph, says the rabbit. To your surprise, I thought those brutes would never leave. With a flash of light, he disappears. Now then, another thing you can do is when you walk up to him, you can hand him this hat. Use the hat on the rabbit. You pull the hat out of your bag and look down to find the rabbit at your feet. He stands on 2 legs and allows you to put the hat on his head. Thank you so much, the rabbit says. I'm not much without this hat, I'm afraid. My name is Amazo. Maybe you've heard of me. He pauses, waiting. No? Well, you have my gratitude regardless. And he disappears. Good hair day. This is the achievement we just received. Alright, into the pipe tunnel. You hold your nose and slog into the tunnel, taking care to avoid stepping in the water. You creep into the tunnel, an unnatural darkness closing in around you. Halfway through, you wonder if you'll make it. Now, if I remember right, there's also an achievement right here for throwing stuff into there. Into this hole. Actually, it's probably better if you hold on to that. Okay? Look. Okay, we don't have anything to throw into it. I think you have to throw like 10 items, but you can just pick up random stuff. Wash runs behind many of the houses on your street. You can usually find all sorts of weird junk that people have thrown out here. Such as this. You can take that. Deciding it's better in your hands than out in the elements, you pick up the shoe. We could spin that. Hub of the wheel, spin it with one hand. Seems fine. It clicks and everything. There's a chimney for some screwed up reason. A chimney? How would a chimney even get here? I believe there's one other thing you can do here. And I think it's this. Reach into the deep pool. Getting down on your knees, you put one arm into the pool of water. Its icy chill clings to your skin as you reach further down. The water rises past your elbow. Still haven't hit bottom. You take a deep breath and press on, reaching down, down. The water laps against your shoulder. You reach left, right, but can't feel anything but water. You start to imagine a hand gripping your wrist and yanking you down beneath the cold surface. It's almost real, the sensation of bony fingers wrapping around you, tightening. The pool rushing towards your face. You take a desperate breath and hold it, clenching your eyes shut. Moments later, you realize it's your imagination. You gasp and pull your arm out, soaked but unharmed. You look around to make sure nobody saw that. The coast seems clear. Haha. It gets you. You think you might die. You hop across the rocks to the far end and stroll into your neighborhood. Why you couldn't just walk around the... Oh, hello. Why you couldn't just walk around it? Who knows, but... What the heck? You take several large gasps and try to calm down. The dog attacked as soon as you enter your neighborhood. Thank goodness it's on a leash. And we can go ahead and talk to her. Here in a moment. You open your mailbox hoping there's something in there for you. You shut the mail... Come on. I hate this mouse. We can take the letter. You take the letter out of the mailbox, and we can take the coupons. Shut the mailbox, and we can talk to you. Talk. You nervously stammer hello to the woman who turns a disinterested eye in your direction. Sorry about the dog. She looks to have given you quite the fright. Ask about the woman, ask about the dog. The woman? Oh, heh, that's okay. I'm Daniel. What's your name? Forster. Miss Forster. There's an uncomfortable silence. This town of yours, it's very quiet. What a shame if something were to startle it awake. Ask about the dog. Where's Miss Forster from? Ask about the dog? She chuckles. Fifi is no more dangerous than her handler, my dear. Now, if you'll excuse us. Miss Forrester and Fifi continue their walk down the street. Okay, goodbye, Fifi. Now then, let's go this way. You move further down the street to stand in front of what used to be your house. The large house reaches up towards the ominous sky. Its twisted windows, portals to madness. This is your address, but this is definitely not the home you left this morning. We can look at the house. Skid-and-Crawl is just standing here on the porch. You hope the neighbors haven't noticed that your house turned into a macabre mystery mansion overnight. Alright. You struggle with the knob, but it's not budging. You might as well try your house key, just in case. That's not my house key. The window's kind of... The window kind of looks like someone's screaming. Maybe Mom is going out all out for Halloween this year. You walk to the window and attempt to slide it open. It won't budge. Okay, fair enough. We'll go around the house then. We have gargoyles on our house, by the way. Come on. Into the backyard. In spite of the weirdness in your neighborhood, your backyard provides a welcome retreat. A peaceful, quiet blankets the enclosure. We can take all the toys. You force your hands into the dirt and root around. It's cool to the touch, but you aren't finding anything of interest. Tire swing. Swing it. You giddily run up and jump into the tire. As it flies forward and you lean back, you close your eyes and can't help but shout, "Whee!" The moment passes and you reluctantly lower yourself to the ground. You hold the swing until it stops moving and step away. Life's so much more complicated now. Alright, so, in order to find our key, we have to look at this hole over here. Crouch down and lean your head under the porch for a better look. The back of the hole and stand up. Come on. Look. Shake the can. You pick up the cola can and shake it, listening as the spare key clanks around inside. After a moment, it falls out. Take the key. Take the spare key. So does this key go to the back door or the front door? Your house key won't fit there. Alright, front door then. Alright, let's open up this house. Bonk. Slide your house key into the lock and cross your fingers. You turn the key and the door opens. Maybe it's your house after all. You pull open the heavy door and enter the house. Welcome to the dead house. This is without a doubt not your house. Mom would never let the entryway get this dirty. You can smell the dust and decay in the air. Alright, coat rack. Nothing really of interest here. Can I open this? This door stands stoically shut. You can feel a strange energy around it, and assume it's locked for the time being. What was that sound that played when I opened it?
Come on.
Come on. Fair enough. Alright, so first let's go ahead and explore the first floor. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry I'm back. I had been interrupted. Okay, so, like I was saying, I want to go ahead and investigate the first floor first. You hurry across the foyer to the dining room. Oh, you're a pretty sight. You step into the dining room and spring back, immediately noticing a woman at the table. She eyes you intently, like a hawk searching for prey. Do we talk to her? Hello? A toothy grin spreads across the woman's face before she speaks.
There you are, Daniel. Come, give me a big kiss.
No way! Give kiss. Nah, not feeling it right now. Yeah, look at that face. Ugh, no. Taken aback by her forward request, you aren't sure what to say. You shake your head. Aw, is that any way to treat your Aunt Dahlia? Apologize, suspicious. Suspicious? Something just isn't right about her. I don't have an Aunt Dahlia. I mean, the last Dahlia we saw was in Silent Hill, and that was not a good Dahlia.
But of course you do. I'm a distant relative, and haven't visited since you were very little.
Accept that? Yeah, sure, I can accept that. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm sorry.
That's okay, child. Sit down and have some of this prune juice your loving aunt saved for you.
Drink? I think I'll decline. If you don't know the book, essentially if you drink the prune juice, you're gonna die. Decline. No thanks, I'm not thirsty.
That's quite alright. Who can blame you for being on edge with so many strange going-ons today?
Walk away and nod. I guess I'll nod. It's the worst day, you say, relieved to have somebody to talk to. It took forever to get out of school. I ran into this creep in the woods. Then this crazed dog nearly bit my face right outside. I don't know what's going on.
That sounds dreadful. Just dreadful.
You know what perks me up?
Prune juice. Why don't you have a little sip?
I'll decline. Maybe a little later, you say, stalling. What doesn't make sense to me is, are they connected? I guess they're not strange on their own, but all these freaky things happening on the same day? You keep talking about much of a point, eventually looping around to the homework you'll need to cram into school before class. Cram in tomorrow before class. Aunt Dahlia appears to be nodding off. She shut her eyes several times already. Sneak away or continue? No reason to stop while you're on a roll. You keep talking, diving into the first subject that comes to mind. Your voice echoes strangely down the adjacent hallways of the otherwise silent house. Your story is rudely interrupted by a loud, sharp snort. Aunt Dahlia is asleep. Snoring, in fact. You weigh your options. Wake her up, let her sleep. I say we let her sleep. You sink lower, careful not to make a sound. There's no telling how deeply she's sleeping. Free of the woman's uncomfortable gaze, you turn your attention back to the room. Now, where were you? Okay, so we have this cup here. We can look at it. It's a glass of already full of dark, thick liquid. It's supposed to be yours. I say, for now, we just leave. Goodbye. You duck into the kitchen. Kitchen looks like a period piece from a time you want nothing to do with. You immediately notice a dripping sound. You strain to hear the source of the dripping. It's so faint, it'll be hard to find it. You struggle to think of ways to make it louder. You want to track down the drip, but you need to increase its volume. We can open this drawer. You pull the drawer open, and we find a talisman, excuse me. You decide to take the talisman with you. Maybe it can ward off some of this weirdness. It's a possibility. We can look at it. An ornate, a necklace built with all natural materials, meaning twigs, sticks, and some leaves. You feel safer having it around. Fair enough. Look at the disposal. You peer into the drain leading to the garbage disposal. There's something else down there, something shiny. Can I use the sink? Apparently not. You grip the handle firmly and open the fridge. Jelly jam and purple stuff. We can take the purple stuff. You're certainly not going to drink it, but you find yourself taking the juice anyway. Can I take the jam too? Decide to take the flavor of jelly jam with you. Anything else? We can open up under the sink. Aha! A wooden panel's been hastily attached here. You wonder why they did that. Take the sponge. Take the dish soap. As I said, you can dump all this stuff off in the hole. Basically, it won't let you dump anything out. That's crucial to the game. Strange woman still seated in the dining room. She idly sips her drink, waiting for you to strike up conversation, her eyes almost daring you to do so. Her eyes snap wide open like a pair of headlights. She looks at you suspiciously, but resumes her calm demeanor before long. Okay. Basically, in order to get rid of her and do what we need to do here, you talk to her. Fine, whatever. You hesitantly walk to the woman and lean in and kiss her wrinkled cheek. It's clammy and loose. She smells like dust, mothballs, and some spice you can't quite describe. That's better. Now your Aunt Dahlia poured a glass of prune juice, your favorite. Down the hatch. Decline. No thanks, I'm not thirsty. Your mother wanted me to look after you today, and you're already misbehaving. Demand proof suspicious. I don't have an Aunt Dahlia. Accept that. Decline. Nod. And basically it's going to go through all the usual stuff. We'll decline it again. Continue. Let her sleep. And then you take this purple stuff. You use it. Or I double click because of my stupid mouse. At least I'm pretty sure it's the purple stuff that you're supposed to pour in her drink while she's asleep. Let's try this again. Decline. I said decline. Demand proof. If Mom sent you, then what's the password? Password? I think you're a little too old to need a password. Your mother can trust you to pick out a stranger, can't she? Trust her. She presents an interesting point. You are getting older now, and you can be trusted to make decisions. It's nice to have an aunt who gets it. Okay, I'm listening. What kind of music do you like? Upbeat? Anything upbeat, that's what music is all about. Oh, I think so too. What type of sound do you prefer? Funky or loud? Funky, let's go for it. I like anything that can work its way through my body. If it makes me want to dance, it's a good song. Well now, I found an old cassette tape. Would you like to give it a listen? Listen? Sure. Sure, why not? A little music might be just the thing to brighten up the afternoon. I think this belonged to a boy who lived here years ago. You two would have gotten along. He had good taste in music too. Listen. Can't wait to hear it. Oh, and you will. We'll listen very soon. With a flourish, Aunt Dahlia picks up your glass and presents it to you. Just have a quick sip of this first. Decline. Sorry, Aunt Dahlia. I don't like prune juice at all. Ugh, what a rude child. If you're going to act like that, I don't think you deserve to listen to this cassette at all. She turns away, allowing an uncomfortable silence to settle over the room. So that's how you learn what you need to get from her? So we'll talk? I have to figure this out. No way. Apologize. Decline. Give details. Well, there's this kid Brandon in my English class. He used to be okay, but lately he's telling people things that aren't true. You ramble on for several more minutes. And it's like, if that's how you feel, just tell me to my face. I don't have time for all that drama. Really open up. Glad to have a sympathetic ear. You begin to confide in Aunt Dahlia. I just want to be taken seriously, you know? It's so hard at this age, but after a very thorough dissection of your social circle, you realize you haven't given Aunt Dahlia any time to interject. Keep talking. You assume if she had anything to add, she'd speak up. You continue. So Valerie, the girl who always wears hats, we had art together last year, but lately, time passes, you talk, and you notice Aunt Dahlia starting to nod off, her eyes half open. Continue. No reason to stop while you're on a roll. Okay, let's try this again. Let her sleep. Use it on the glass. Being careful not to make a sound, you lean in front of Dahlia and pour the bottle's contents into her glass. She awakens with a start and resumes sipping at her glass as if nothing happened.
What did you do?
She collapses onto the table, clawing towards you.
You little punk! How dare you!
You notice a loud hissing sound, slowly building from deep within the woman. She falls to the ground and begins to melt out of existence. Nothing remains in her place except a small cassette tape. And that is how you get the cassette tape. You take the cassette tape, now you just need a way to listen to it. An old story's end was the achievement we just received. Anywho, it's been about half an hour, I believe, so thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode where we will continue to search around this house. So, see you all then.